쉽던 말 그건 비빈니 생각하다 잠든 날내 꿈속 하늘 보여 따뜻한 내 품속 너를 엑소 품에 안아 엑소
가나요 우리 함께 했던 시간에 I'll be in love 설레이나요 한때 모든 것이 어떤 L.O.V. in love 이제는 가끔 생각나는 그때 L.O.V. in love Tell me why 왜 맘이 자꾸 흔들리니 난 여기 네 옆에 있잖니 정신 차려 Lion heart
왜 이럴까 부럽던 욕심이 자꾸 왜 이럴까 내 안에서 커져가 나도 모르던 네가 깨어났자 다들 부러워할 거야 오늘 넌 내게 말해 사랑한다 할 거야 오늘이 가기 전에 네가 내 baby 그들은 가라면 나기여도 여전히 내 입가엔 그대의 달콤한 baby tonight
It's so nice 부드러운 오늘처럼 Oh no not work Isn't it cute? It's like the heart Korean heart thingy like 사랑해요 Well hello guys, it's Hillary and welcome back to another video on this channel. It's been an extremely long time ever since I uploaded a DIY on this channel because of reasons, midterms, school, life, reality, unfortunately. I'd like to say happy 2017 to everyone out there, and this is my first video back on this channel this year, so yeah, let's make this year a great one. I hope to say that this DIY is a collaboration with some super awesome, rad as heck DIY K-poppers and anyone who has like a K-pop channel and all that stuff, and so yeah, their faces, their beautiful faces will be right here. And so yeah, make sure to go check their channel in the description box below. I'll have the links to all their channels, so make sure to go check them out. Alright. First DIY we have here, you're going to need a glue stick, and you're also going to need some conversation hearts for our little mini K-pop word collage sort of thingy with the conversation hearts. And what I'm doing here is I'm using the hot glue to glue down the little candies onto the edges of the foam board to make a sort of border. You guys can definitely customize this any way that you'd like, ultimate bias name, any way that you can make it more K-pop and more unique, and most importantly more, you know, customizable and unique. And yes, just continue on with this process and then you'll be great to go. Alright, so the second DIY we have here is the collage with BTS, and then on the back it said "Mold You're Not Valentine." So what I'm doing here is I'm just tracing out a sort of heart with a pencil, and I'm using a X-Acto knife to violently stab it out. I really suggest using like a more durable sort of knife, crafting knife, to cut it out because the edges were kind of a little bit rough. So what I did here is I'm using some paint and my foam brush to paint over the cardboard. What I really do recommend is using a white paint, like a sort of background, so that after you put on the lighter colors, it's gonna show more, it's gonna be more vibrant, so you won't be using quite as much paint as much as I used. So a little tip and all that stuff. And what I'm doing here is I'm just laying out pictures and gluing it down. Okay, so on the next side I flipped it around. I wrote "Lol, you're not Bangtan" with a paintbrush and some white paint. Alright. Okay, so next DIY here, I'll be teaching you guys how I made like all these Valentine mini cards using Photor and KitMonkey. You guys can definitely use any sort of editing app that you have, but I so happen to use these two for making the cards for most of my DIYs in this video. Okay, so what you're gonna do here is you're gonna save some pictures, K-pop pinges, PNGs, however you'd like to pronounce it, and I decided to be more specific, so I wrote Sehun Pinge, PNG, any way that you want to pronounce it. You have a transparent background, so when you put it onto your collage, it looks more neat and cut out as sort of like you precisely cut it out. Because I'm looking for some Tumblr pinges and all that stuff to make my cards look a little bit more pretty. If you guys don't want to make your own cards, you guys can always look for pre-made cards. You probably should have seen these or have seen these before, you know, through social media and all that stuff. These, you know, depending on your humor and appropriateness, I honestly love all of these, but it depends on, like, you know, who you're giving it to and you know, these are really cool and unique cards, and you can always make them yourself as well. In my card on Photo, I mainly just use my page. I upload it onto the app, and what I did was I just played around with where I want to put Sehun, and then I played around with the fonts as well. Photo also allows, you know, different flexibility, and you guys can change the size, letter spacing, and all the fonts and all that stuff. This is just a little bit example on how things work, but you guys can always check it out for yourself and play around with it to see if you like how it goes. And yeah, and after you're finished, you're gonna go ahead and click save to your computer and then print it out afterwards. An app that I use, if it's not Photo, I usually go to PicMonkey. It's kind of like, you know, the same basics. You can change the canvas color, you can add text, you can add pictures, pinches, etc., and all that stuff. I'll be showing you guys a little bit on, you know, the basics on how you can change the pictures and all that stuff. I did make my cards after the end, but this was just an example. This next step right here is completely optional, but I found this a way to conserve paper. I go onto a Google Docs, and what I do is I put all my pictures onto one page, and using the wrap text, it's more flexible for you to move pictures around. And so after you print them out, it's on like one paper, so instead of having to, you know, cut out like one card from like one page. It's DIY we have here are just 3 simple DIYs that I decided to make. These also include all of my Valentine's cards. Card says here, I would be delighted if you be my Valentine. You know, those K-pop puns are probably the best. And I just put the cupcake into the container and just wrapped a ribbon around it. And this one, I just literally toasted bread and then put jam on it, like your jam-tastic Valentine, you know, because Jimin has no jams in AE. Does Jenny be my Valentine and just have a box pocket. Okay, this next DIY here is mainly kind of like a sort of lip scrub. What you're going to need is you're going to need a container, some honey, and also some sugar. This is mainly how I make my own lip scrubs and to use at home. I also added some coconut oil because someone recommended that. So after that, I'm going to mix it all together and, you know, you get the best of both worlds. But no, after that, I'm just going to be covering the clumps, I guess that's what I would say. And I pour the sugar in it, and I also pour the mixture of coconut oil and olive oil into the container and put some honey in it. There are different varieties of ways you can make your own lip scrubs, but this is definitely how I tried it out, experiment with it a little bit, minus the coconut oil. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add some food coloring. This is optional, you know, just to make it look, you know, more colorful and festive and all that stuff. After you're done, and voila, a beautiful lip scrub, and, you know, scrub your lips good. Alright, next DIY here is how I made the EXO Valentine collage. I mainly base this on my ultimate bias, Sehun. If you guys do not know, he is my ultimate bias and I love him so much. Anything to make your collage, but I decided to use Google Docs because afterwards I'm going to be printing out a separate page of pages instead, and I will be, you know, gluing that onto the page later on after I print this one out. Again, you guys can use any sorts of pictures, any groups, ultimate bias, or if this is for friend, crush, lover, or anyone, you know, just make this unique and make it one. So this is my collage afterwards, and what I'm doing here, and I also have a frame, and I have these pinches right here that I told you guys that I'll be cutting out and, you know, gluing them on onto like the empty spaces to make it look more, you know, cute and Valentine-ish. I kind of sort of stick to like one color scheme, or multiple color schemes, like more pastel and pink. You know, just make it look more, pastel. Okay. Next DIY here, I literally just printed out a picture of Chanyeol and him holding flowers, and all you're gonna need is a bunch of fake flowers, a mason jar or in a container, and then after that, you're just gonna put your flowers into the container. I also put some fabric in there to make my flowers stay in place, and yeah, that's simple as that. Alright. Okay, this next DIY here will be some smoothies with boba or bubble tea, any way you guys like to call it. So this is my own little recipe. I have some ice cream, milk, and some honeydew, and I just literally mixed that all together along with ice. And what I'm doing here is I'm pouring my boba into the container. You guys can mainly find boba anywhere at Asian stores. I'm pretty sure online has them as well. And yes, after you're done, you're just going to pour your smoothie into the container. And then after that, just top it off with whipped cream. And then you put your straw in. Minimal diabetes. Okay, so this right here is a packet of ramen. If you guys know from like the ramen challenge, all that stuff, and a pack of gum. And I have these 2 puns, "You're so romantic," and "Stuck on You." I also use Chankyeon I Am from Monsta X because I have a song named Stuck, and I thought that was just perfect. And then yeah, that's when I messed up. Like literally, it was so easy, I messed up. Yep. Great job, Hillary. Great job. Okay, there we go. We finally, established that. And then on the back, they have some, instructions on how you can make this a further DIY. If you want to eat it raw, ramen, you can eat it raw, but it's actually not that good for you, but all that stuff. What we have here is the DIY candy jar. So what I have here is a picture of Robbie from Vicks, and I just put him into the container. There you go, little Robbie. And then after, I put in some Starburst into the container. And so yeah, after that, I'll be using the ribbon to wrap it around the container, and on that I have a pun that says, "You make my heart burst," because Starburst. Okay, the next DIY here is Mark from Got7, and it says, "Valentine, you're the bomb." So like lip balm, I bought this pack of EOS, Evolution of Smooth, EOS, however you'd like to pronounce that, and I just bought this pack right here, and then I just tie it along with the little mini card, and I thought it was cute and simple. This next DIY here is from Zello from the AP, and it says, "You mocha me crazy," and I had this Starbucks drink, and I decided to do the same thing and wrap the ribbon around it. Okay, so the next DIY we have here is a little jar of reasons to smile, or reasons why I love you, and it's sort of like a K-pop edition. Like you want to write why you love your bias, or reasons why they make you smile, on that stuff, or vice versa for your friend. I'm sorry for my fingers, I was painting something and that just happened. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut little strips of construction paper or craft paper, any paper that you have, and I have, these little strips of paper that I wrote some cute BTS photo card that came with my album. I decided I was gonna put it in there, but then I decided to take it out because I was like so paranoid that it's gonna, fold at the edges, so I decided to put the picture of Kim-soo in there instead from the old gift tag. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys found it fun and informative to watch. And also, if you ever tried these DIYs out, make sure to send some pictures through Instagram or Snapchat or Line as well. And yeah, alright, to the next video. Till next time. Alright. Okay. Alright, bye guys.